Welcome back, YouTube, to another soccer slash football prediction. It's your boy Freddy Da Silva back with another soccer predictions. And today I got three, three different leagues. So I got a lot of games, but on this video I'm only gonna do the English Premier League, and then I'm gonna make another video for the Spanish league. I think it's the Copa del Rey, if I'm not mistaken. Then I'm making two. I'm making one more for the Serie A and for the French league. So, on this video, I'm just gonna be talking about the English Premier League. Um, I will talk about the teams. I will talk about injuries, and I'll give you my predictions. So don't forget to like and subscribe. And same if there's a game that you guys want me to do or predict, put it in the comments. Let me know, and then I can get it for you. But yeah, we gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. So today's game, Real Madrid. Who was it versus? Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot. Oh, Valencia. That's right. I knew Real Madrid was gonna win, but it was gonna be a tough one, or not a tough one, but it was a good game. I don't know if you guys watched it, but it was a good game. I thought for a second Real Madrid was gonna lose, and I was like, "Whoa, what a prediction!" But they ended up winning. There was a player who got a red card, which was Vinicius Jr. So he will not be playing on the next game. So remember that. Watch that. Um, but yes, I did lose two out of three predictions. So I did. I think I only hit one right. Yeah, I only hit over the 2.5 for Real Madrid. But the other two I did under, and everything seemed to everything seemed to go over. Apparently, everybody wanted to make goals. They haven't played in a long time, so I guess everybody was just fired up and wanted to score. So everything went over 2.5. But anyway, whatever, right? Take some wins, take some L's. So today's game, or today's prediction, I got a 7. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 game slay, and the first one is going to be Tottenham versus Newcastle. Injuries: Tottenham has 9 injured players. Newcastle has 5. Tottenham is playing at home, and they got a pretty good squad injured right now. So I can probably say that this game could be either a tie or Newcastle will win. Me myself, I might go and bet 2.5 over. I just don't know if Tottenham will score. Although in their last 5 games, they were able to score at least one. So Newcastle for sure is going to score 2. Like, I know for sure they'll score 2. I'm just depending on Tottenham to score at least 1 to make that 2 or 2.5. If they can do that, then that's where I'll go. Now, it'll be kind of hard with the 9 injured players that they have, but they still got a good squad regardless. They just got, obviously there's key players missing, but they should be able to score at least 1. So yeah, Tottenham, their most recent game was a tie. versus Wolverhampton. So that's not that's not all that good. But they did score 2 goals, right? Then they got a loss, then a win-win. So those 2 wins, I don't think they had that many injuries by then. Newcastle, on the other hand, hasn't lost in their last 5 games, right? And they minimum of 2 goals per game. So yeah, I see this easily going to over 2.5. The last time they met was back in September 1st, 2024, and the score was 2-1. Newcastle won. So I see it. I see it happening. I see it over 2.5. Right. The only time they did not go over 2.5 was the one before that, which was back in May 22nd, 2024. That was a tie and it was 1-1. But the other 3 before that one was 4-0, 4-1, 6-1. So, I mean, out of 5 times, it went over at least 4 times, 2.5. So, give me over 2.5 on this one. That's where I'm going for this one, actually. So, yeah. All right, on to the next bet. AFC Bournemouth versus Everton. Bournemouth got 6 injured players, and Everton has 4 injured players. Bournemouth playing at home, although they're not that good right now. Even though they're not that good, the last 5 times these two went at it, Bournemouth won, Everton won, and Bournemouth. So Everton has beaten them twice in the last 5 times. Other than that, Bournemouth has won. I want to say a tie in this one. But I'm not 100% sure. See, the last 2 games of Bournemouth was a tie. And then Everton has 3 draws. So I would go with a draw. If I was to bet on this one, I would go with the draw. Either that or Everton is gonna win. Because of the injuries of Bournemouth, I don't think they would win this one. They are playing at home, which is an advantage. But I'm not 100% sure. If the goal spread is not the goal spread, but like the total, if it's over 1.5, I might do that. But I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. Yeah, I would do over 1.5. Out of their last 5 times these two went at it, they did over 1.5 easily. So I would say over 1.5. If it's 2.5, maybe. Just because the last 2 times they met, actually the last 3 times they met, it did go over 2.5. But yeah, I might not bet on this one. But if I had to, if it was over 1.5, I'll do that. And then I'll probably do a tie for this one. So, all right, on to the next one. Aston Villa versus Leicester. Aston Villa playing at home. They both got the same amount of injuries, 5-5. Leicester hasn't won a game in 5. In 5 games, they have not won a game. The last 5 times these two went at it, Aston Villa won twice. Leicester won once. And that was it. Before that was a draw, and then Aston Villa won. So I would go over 1.5 for sure because they've only gotten under 1.5 one time in their last 5 times. So it's always been over 3 goals. 4 out of 5 it's been over 3 goals. So I would easily go over 1.5, 2.5 maybe. Their most recent Aston Villa's most recent was 2 goals. Leicester didn't score anything, but the one before that they did score one. So I would have to hope that Aston Villa makes two, and then Leicester makes at least one, and then that will give you the over 2.5. Or just even if it's a draw 1-1, that still takes over the 1.5. So yeah, but I feel like Aston Villa might take this one. They are playing at home, so um, and Leicester hasn't won a game in their last five. It was a loss, draw. So and Aston Villa has at least 2 wins in their last 5 games. So yeah, give me Aston Villa, and total goals will be over 1.5. All right, on to the next one. Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. Crystal Palace playing at home. They got 6 injured players. Chelsea has 5 injured players. This one's going to be a tough one and a good game as well. I probably will not bet this game. If I did, I would probably put it over 1.5. If it's 2.5, I probably won't do that. Just because the last time they did met, it was only 1-1. The one prior, or the one before that, was 3-1, 2-1. Then 1-0, then 2-1. So they've hit over 1.5 at least 3 times, 4 times. So I probably would do the 1.5, but not 100% sure just yet. Just because the last game Chelsea had, they did not score not even one. So the one before that they did score one, but then the one before that they didn't score. So, and I'm guessing that's due to their injuries. So yeah, I don't think Crystal Palace did score two their most recent game, but then the one before that they didn't score. So if it was 2.5, I'd probably do under 2.5. And if it's 1.5, I probably will do that one, but I can't guarantee you that one. Although Chelsea is a better team, if I was to bet, maybe I would bet Chelsea, but I think Chelsea lost the last time they played. Let me see. Yeah, they did. It was actually in the video. It was IPS. I think I was supposed to bet. Yeah, I remember now. I was supposed to bet IPS, and I ended up betting Chelsea. And I knew IPS was gonna win this one. So yeah, give me over 1.5, under 2.5. And then Crystal Palace might take this one. They are playing at home, so that's what I'll go with that one. All right, on to the next one. Manchester City versus West Ham. The last injuries. I apologize. Manchester City still has a good amount of injuries. 6. West Ham only 3. Manchester City playing at home. I don't know. I mean, they just cannot be reliable, right? Like you just can't bet them and be like, yeah, they're gonna win. Now West Ham has not beaten them. West Ham has not beaten Manchester City in the last 5 times these two went at it. But even though that is a fact, I don't see Manchester winning this one. They did win their last game versus Leicester, but I mean that team right now ain't all that great. So West Ham, on the other hand, lost 5-0 to Liverpool, and that's understandable. It's Liverpool; they're a beast. And they did beat West Ham did beat Southampton before that, but it was only 1-0. So where I would go with this one would probably be over 1.5 if they have that. If it's 2.5, I probably won't do that. Although the last time these two teams went at it was 3-1, 3-1, 3-1, 3-0, 2-1. So that has it definitely has gone over 1.5. But like I said, Manchester City has a gang of injuries. West Ham only had 3. Manchester City playing at home. For sure, I see over 1.5. I probably will not do the over 2.5. But yeah, I'm not touching this one, to be honest with you. Because if I was to bet, I would bet West Ham. That means they'll be getting their first dub in like their 5 times they met. This was like, I think, yeah, the fifth time, not the most recent, but the fifth time, counting from the recent, was August 7th, 2022. So it's been almost 3 years or 3 years that West Ham has not been able to beat them. I don't know how I feel about putting Manchester City to win, but West Ham doesn't show me otherwise. So yeah, I'm not touching this one. All right, on to the next one. Southampton versus Brentford. Brentford. Southampton playing at home. They got 4 injured players. Brentford 9 injured players. Southampton used to be a pretty good team last year. This year, not so much. Both of these two teams have not gotten a dub in their last 5. So if I was to bet this one, I would probably bet a tie or Southampton to win this one. Just because they're at home and they are an okay team, they can pull at least a goal. But I don't know. The last 5 times these two went at it, Brentford won 3-1. Brentford. Southampton has been number once back in January 11, 2022. So like I said, Brentford does have 9 injured players, so I don't know how I feel comfortable betting Brentford on this one. But they have gone over 1.5 for sure. So I would probably do over 1.5 if I was to bet this one. If not, for sure a draw. All right, on to the last and final game for this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. That would help me out. And if you want me to predict the game, please put it down in the comments and I'll get it going for you guys. Anyway, here we go. Brighton versus Arsenal. Brighton playing at home, 7 injured players. Arsenal only 5 injured players. But Arsenal has won 4 out of their last 5 games. Brighton has not gotten a single dub in their last 5 games. 4 draws, 1 loss. The last time these two went at it was a draw. So what a surprise, huh? Before that was Arsenal 3-0, Arsenal 2-0, Brighton got a dub back in May 14, 2023 versus Arsenal 3-0. And that was it. Arsenal won the one before that. So only once was Brighton able to beat them. Most recent, a draw. They both have gone over 1.5. So if I was to bet, it would be over 1.5 total team or total points, right? Other than that, either Arsenal's winning this one or it's a draw, but for sure it's over 1.5 goals. So that's where I'm going with that. So anyway, hope you guys liked this video. Hope this video was, you know, helped you guys out. Hopefully it was worth it. And hopefully you guys get a dub. Hopefully you guys make some money. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit and like, subscribe. On the until the next one. Peace.